record cold temps couldn't keep the heat from rising on the dance floor or teens from setting records, raising money for the second annual Western Mass Charity Dance-a-thon in Westfield. As Kathy Harrington now reports, the youth proved they dance because they care.
Arctic temperatures couldn't keep the youth from taking the dance floor on the coldest night in memory. The second annual Western Mass Charity Dance-a-thon underway, even as more teens showed up to register at the last minute.
I'm really impressed with how we're doing this year.
Dominic Monti serves on the Youth Advisory Committee, or YAC as they're called. The Westfield High School senior spent the last year planning the dance-a-thon and working with the marketing committee, spreading the word, recruiting high schoolers to take part in a 25-hour dance challenge.
Frankly, last year's event was only 4 hours, and then we were adding another 21 hours to it, and it was a bold move, but we pulled it off, and so I'm highly impressed.
Monty, along with West Springfield High School senior Chesa Carteropoli, are veteran dance-a-thoners whose energy helps to drive the community-based event.
It's really fun just to be on the team and see the behind the scenes and plan it out. We've kind of gone back and forth between the adults and then the kids, and it was ultimately the kids' decision just because we're trying to attract more youth.
Last year was obviously quite a bit different. This year, it felt like an actual event as opposed to just a test run.
COVID not only truncated the first dance-a-thon, it also limited the number of dancers. This year, more than 50 youth hit the dance floor, but before the music started, dozens of volunteers planned the event, from the music, lighting, food, games, security, first aid, and also helped raise money.
This is the second annual dance-a-thon. It was created to give a way for young people to have fun, have an activity to benefit, and help others in the community.
Dance challenges, conga lines, even the limbo kept the youth moving. Then along came Stanley, the Starfire baseball mascot, showing off his moves before scouting out the rest of the activities, including the photo booth, candy room, ping pong, game room, and even took time to chill out. For one night owl, the overnight was a breeze.
I think the best part was towards the later on in the night when we started getting a little tired but not enough to fall asleep. We kind of just sat in circles and were just talking with each other, and we kind of just made a bunch of new friends.
Just before dawn, the dancers were called to the gym.
And we played a bunch of games right in a row. It was really cool because we had been going for 10 hours at that point. It was whoa, we're still up and we're still going and we're raising money for charity.
By morning, the community joined in, helping the dancers get through the remaining hours. There was Zumba, Disney hour with costume dancers, Irish music, polka, Latin, ballroom dance, complete with lessons, and then the 80s. By late afternoon, it was time for the middle schoolers, the members of the Junior Advisory Committee, to dance. Joining the youth for one final dance were Westfield Mayor Mike McCabe and State Senator John Velas, as well as the WMCD board. Going the distance, 25 hours of music, dancing, games, and food, the youth and an army of volunteers sent this dance-a-thon soaring onto a whole new level of success, all for the sake of these three charities.
Final total for this year, for the second year of the Western Mass Charity Dance-a-thon, $25,452.
Kev's Foundation, joined by a man whose life was saved by the AED it placed at the pickleball courts in Westfield, accepted a grant of $4,262. New grant recipient Rachel's Table thanked the dancers as it was given $6,036. And Rick's Place.
Thank you to this incredible group of young folks who've done so much for so long to build this sense of community and to provide this financial support to all of us in our important nonprofit organizations.
We award this grant to Rick's Place in the total of $15,154.
And how did you endure the entire 25 hours, Max Austin?
Eat candy, dance, and eat other forms of sugar. Emphasis on the sugar. There's a lot of sugar.
For Dominic Monti, who heads off to college in the fall, the WMCD has truly been an experience.
A lot of hard work, a lot of time, and a lot of energy. But I think when you see the checks and when you see the kids smiling is the big thing. You see the kids out here having a great time, and that makes you think, wow, this was worth the work, this was worth the time, and it was a really special experience.
And while he won't be here next year,
I'm hoping that just what I've been able to do has set the foundation for hopefully decades of dance-a-thons to come.
in Westfield, I'm Kathy Harrington for Reel to Reel.
There's still time to donate to this year's Dance-a-thon. We have a link with more information at iobserve.org.